Duck Creek rises 2 miles north of Carroll in northwestern Smith County. It runs 13 miles just south of the Sabine River and north of Lindale's Club Lake. And there's quite a bit of history behind it. And today, it's the subject of today's Mark in Texas History by Mark Skirto.
Back in the 1930s, many East Texas farmers started seeing crops become smaller and smaller. After some research, it was determined that part of the problem was caused by the fact that the farmers planted crops in rows that made it the perfect place for soil erosion to develop. The red clay was covered by gravel along with fine sand, and near the creek's mouth, the soil would not drain properly. In 1929, the Duck Creek Soil Erosion Project was established to find ways to control it. 5 years later, the watershed became the site of a project for testing erosion control procedures. Landowners in the 25,000-acre area worked with federal officials to put a conservation plan in place for each farm. The Civilian Conservation Corps, under President Franklin Roosevelt, provided a labor force for constructing dams and fences and planting trees and grass in Lindale. Not long after that, engineers, biologists, agronomists, and foresters began using the Duck Creek area for training. A historical marker was put on the site of the Depression-era research station in 1984, and it is there to this day. I'm Mark Skirto, and this has been a Mark in Texas History.
If you'd like to check out the historical marker for yourself, you can find it in Lindale at 19482 Old Mineola Highway.